Morning ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today is a much darker, much greyer day. Apparently the rains are coming. It's going to be slamming it down tonight and on Wednesday, and it's kind of like spitting now. So we're not expecting a beautiful day, unlike yesterday unfortunately. We're expecting a relatively busy and productive one. I got up this morning, normal time, 6 o'clock, flew into campus. It's like 20 to 8 today. Flew in because I'd left early to de-ice my car. My car was fine, so I left the house at like 5 to, so 5 minutes ahead of myself, and cruised in. It was beautiful. And we're heading up to the library now. Today, lecture-wise, I have a 9 o'clock and a 2 o'clock, so I've got a decent gap in the middle, for which I'm going to be doing my AHCI coursework. I feel like it's one of those things that I will do better here than I will there at home. So, otherwise though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the library now, and I am going to work on some admin stuff. I'm going to send a couple of emails, and I'm going to rephrase part of my job offer contract I've been given. I've sent it to Laura as well. The advantages of having a trainee lawyer as a girlfriend. So she did like really well in contract law as well, so I'm going to be like, look, this section here, can I reword it to something like this, but can you make it so that there's definitely no loopholes? Thank you. So she's looking into that for us. And then I'm going to look into the entrepreneurship group coursework before cryptography. As soon as we're doing cryptography, jumping into HCI. This isn't necessarily what I want to do. I want to do programming, but it needs to be done. Deadlines. So this way I can devote tomorrow to it, at least tomorrow daytime, to programming. But yeah, let's go to the library. Hey, it's been listening in. Right, session in the library done. I've done my first draft of like the contract negotiations, sent it to Laura. Also figured out what I need to do with reference to the changes I want to make to my program, and sorting out other admin stuff. No group work, unfortunately. Cryptography lecture. I love cryptography so much. First lecture's done, and I'm sat working in the lab with some people, and I'm not really getting much work done. So I'm toying with the idea of either having lunch and then going to go and work in the library, or having lunch, or moving to a different lab, or whatever. It's a bit too early to have lunch though, because it's not really 12 yet. I can't justify the level of productivity that's going on in there with so many people around. Just going to try the library, although I think it's going to be really busy. Fortunately not. I'm going to try and find somewhere where there are less people around if possible. I don't think it's going to be. So I managed to fluke myself into a room like this. What I want though, fucking plug sockets here, not around the side of the room. It makes it so difficult to charge stuff. UI's library, they have a thing from the ceiling that like falls down, and there's like a block. You can plug into the block, and I think that's genius. For the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head home. Got a bit of work done. I had to move lab. I was in that room. The plugs didn't work, so I had to move to a computer room. That was quite irritating. But yeah, I'm heading back now. It's really nice to go home, and get home before 6 o'clock at night. It really is nice. And I'm home, ladies and gentlemen. It must be said, driving back at that time is so much better than driving back at like 5 or 6. It's so good. You just cruise back. There's not a care in the world. No well, there's traffic, but it's smooth, and it's just relaxing, man. Oh God, I'm back. I'm in a nice warm flat. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna get down to. Well, in fact, I was gonna have a cup of tea and sit and watch some YouTube or something. But in fact, I'll go and upload yesterday's daily vlog, which I believe is still on this camera. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, go into the office and stuff. I've got my warm hoodie on. It's nice and warm in this room, but in all the other rooms it's not. So, anyway, what's going on today then? The 2 cryptography lectures, pretty boring. The thing to do with cryptography is to partially do the notes first, so when you can go in, it's a lot more entertaining, because you don't have to go at his pace. You obviously, if you do it in your own time away from a lecture theatre, then you're actually comfortable and you can actually type, or you can actually write everything up, which you can't really do in a lecture theatre when you've got cramped hand space and stuff. Oh, God damn it. So that was that. Yeah, I'm back. I'm trying to do things for my HCI stuff. It's quite hard. It's quite like weird because we have to critique these 2 papers that we selected. And it's difficult to figure out how to critique it, like how to set up the reports. Like, it's just, the format is weird. And I think I'm going to have to print out the papers and do stuff like that so that I've got a better idea of how to, like, so I can better structure what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually plan the essays, I think, instead of just leaning back and bashing them out, so to speak. So, let's have a brew, eh? Let's have a bloody brew. Fucking miss having a cup of tea on campus so much, but I'm not paid for one. I really want tea, but I feel like tea, like, you can't go out and buy tea for a reasonable price, can you? Someone did like a 5p tea. I'd buy it every day, but they don't. They do like a pound for a cup of tea. Tea bags are like 2p each. Don't give me that shit. Well, that video went well. Look at that. It was ridiculous. So, my data vlog didn't go live. It just kind of spun for ages. I kind of noticed it doing it as well, and I just thought it would fix itself, and it didn't. Which is really weird as well, because like, the internet's been fine tonight. Because we've been watching stuff. Anyway, so I have spent the evening after dinner going through this review. It's so much easier when you print it out. Going through the document that I was supposed to be doing work on today, knowing full well what I need to do for it now, so that's good. Tomorrow, however, is a programming day. I'm going to try and do a bit of this stuff in the interim, but it's 90% programming because it's basically programming until I stop being productive, then do a bit of that, then jump back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Otherwise, it's bedtime, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.